Potato crusted wild cod. And, you know, of course, it's important. We've said this a bazillion times. It's important to know the source of your fish. Anderson has been feeding and delivering fish to picky chefs, restaurants, and restaurateurs for over 40 years. And what they bring to us today is a 12 count of the 5.5-ounce potato crusted cod. I love that our chef Rick Roman, he didn't even wait. Normally you wait till the end of the presentation, but you must have been hungry.
I know. You know, this is one of my favorite items because I think there's like over 250 5-star reviews.
Is there?
Customers love it.
That's
and it's
exciting.
under 200 calories and it's wild caught cod.
Well, a customer choice favorite, of course, and what we're doing is offering you the opportunity to get this at a price of $114.98. There's only about 500 of these to go around. Price goes up at the end of the day. And the QVC price is, what, $125. So you'll save a little extra coin by picking them up today. 5 Easy Pays also goes away at the end of the day. But you can also lock into this on auto delivery, have a shipment come to you every 60 days for 1 full year.
Yeah.
So this is wild caught cod.
That's right. So cod is a meaty white flesh fish that's very mild in flavor, but super satisfying in texture. And this has been caught in those cold Alaskan waters. And then it says crust. You can see potato crust. There's a hint of cheddar and chive in there. Just a hint. You won't even, you just pick it up. It adds a little bit of richness. But you see when I break into this, look at the color of this fish. That gorgeous, meaty, white-fleshed fish that's got a nice, delicate flavor, but also the crust itself, you see it's not too thick and heavy, but it keeps the fish nice and moist.
It is barely crust at all.
So you get a nice crispy crunch on the outside, and then you get that just delicate, moist, meaty cod on the inside. And I got to tell you, this is a center of the plate entree. This is fish tacos. This is fish sandwiches.
It's perfectly seasoned already, so you literally don't have to do anything.
Nope.
And what's great about this is on a hump day like today,
oh my gosh,
you take this out of the freezer and cook it from frozen. So if you forgot to take something out before you left for work, you have these in the freezer, you come home, you take it out. This is what they're going to look like when they come to you.
That's right.
Throw it in the air fryer, throw it in the oven, and you've got a meal.
That's right. So if you cut this open from frozen, air fryer about 14 minutes.
14 minutes.
12 to 14 minutes at 400 degrees. If you do it in a traditional oven, you put it on a pan like this, right? In the traditional oven, the only thing I'm going to tell you, it's probably about 18 minutes to 20 minutes. I put the broiler on at the last minute just to get it nice and golden brown. And then if you want, you could do something like make a delicious fish sandwich. Take one of these, put this on a nice crusty bread and some lettuce and tomato. Maybe you put a little bit of tartar sauce on there.
Love that.
And you have a...
So this is then just like that sandwich that that food chain sells during Lent.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody lines up for it, but it's a whole lot better, that's for sure. And here's the great thing. There's no bones, there's no skin.
Look at that.
There's nothing that you have to do other than put this in the oven or air fryer, prepare it, and enjoy.
And here's what I love. We said it before. So this is the time of year, hey, it's getting warmer. We want to make smart food choices. 160 calories, 21 grams of protein.
Wow.
So you're talking about a center of the plate entree with all that flavor, this delicious meaty fish. And I tell you what, I love breaking into this because look at that. This is not a thin fillet. That is a thick, beautiful, white fleshed fish. And that's the fact that it's wild caught is so important to me. It's one of the things Anderson Seafood really tries to do. Bring a lot of wild caught fish, not farm raised. So you know this is pulled from those pristine cold waters near Alaska, and then it's completely clean, deboned, deveined, all that stuff, and then we coat it with that potato crust.
And the potato crust, all of this has like a really delicious buttery flavor. It's the right amount of salt and pepper. I have never been one to understand and know really how to prepare fish. That's usually something that I let my husband do. But I'm telling you, you take this out of the freezer, throw it even on the flat top. Put it on your Blackstone outside.
You could do that. Yep.
And let this get a little bit of, you know, that browning done on the top. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. Fewer than 400
I'm glad you mentioned that. So, because what we did is the bottom of the fish is not crusted. So this is the bottom. So you could put this down on that flat top. The top is where the crust is, and you close the lid and let that get nice and crispy on top. But once again, it's individually frozen so that you could take 1, 2, 4 out, as many as you want. Maybe you want to have some burgers. You know, my good friend Ralph's going to have soon. You do a little surf and turf. You can do that because they're individually flash frozen.
We usually do because my mother-in-law doesn't eat meat, so she likes the fish, and so this is perfect for her. I love that you get them 12 of these individually flash frozen, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your freezer. Take them out and just drop them in wherever you can. And then know that you can lock into auto delivery, and a lot of people are doing just that to get a shipment every 60 days for 1 full year. This is something that you so often would see on the restaurant as the special.
Oh, yeah.
Not at $10 per fillet. This would be more like your whatever special price.
This is your $25, $35 entree.
Right.
I'm glad you mentioned. Listen, it's really important. Think about the cost of food these days. Trying to find wild caught fish, but we're getting that beautiful wild caught cod, and then we're crusting it with a little bit of potato. A little bit of seasoning. So I'm going to say there's a hint of chive and cheddar in there, just a hint, just hiding in there. It adds like a little richness to it.
It does.
And this is what you wind up with, that perfect bread coated potato crusted cod that looks like you spent hours and hours, and all you did was to pop this from the freezer to the oven. It is just a delicious, one of our fan favorites. I love this item.
Somebody that has not been a big fan of fish for whatever reason, don't like fishy fish.
This is perfect.
This is a really good choice for you.
And I think people love the potato because it's got that nice crunch. It's almost, it just, even on its own, I know you're eating it just without anything on it. It doesn't really need anything. But see how that's a great shot. Look how the fish is nice and moist. It's not dried out. And notice how the crust, it's not some thick, heavy crust. And you get a little crunch of the potato with every bite. I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorites.
Only 300 remaining.
Love this one.
And this is a 5.5-ounce serving.
This
so
is
it's
center
a
of the
really
plate.
good size. If you wanted to cut them and make fish tacos, you could.
Oh.
Perfect on a sandwich. Love it just simply with some veggies. You can do all 6 or 12 family style and put them out for a big, Mother's Day brunch or whatever.
That would be a great idea for Mother's Day.
Lunch, dinner, and anytime you decide you want something, if you're looking to get more fish in your diet, then get it from someone who knows seafood, Anderson Seafoods. Let us ship it directly to you. This is M74438. Price goes up at the end of the day, and it'll go up to $124.
Oh.
So really great opportunity to get some savings on that today. Only for the next 250 people. Ooh. And we'll keep everybody updated on that. That's not a whole lot left.
Oh, that's
of
not
these.
a lot.
Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
We'll see you a little bit later on.
See you soon.
All right, and we will